So before ConfidentCalmKids, we had a household that was completely centred around Mark and his needs. Even though we have a younger daughter, her whole dynamic would have centred around it as well. No matter where we would have attended, whatever we would have done, we had to pre-design what was happening. And you know, I suppose there's no element of relaxing as a family. You're always on point, you're always watching for what's going to come next or trying to anticipate what happens. So my trusted GP had heard of ConfidentCalmKids and had advised me about the prospect of trying it out. And because I trust him, I said, well, look, I'll meet Michael and I'll see what I think. So I spoke with Michael and met with him, and to be honest, the reason that I allowed Mark to take part in the ConfidentCalmKids programme was after meeting Michael. There was one sentence that Michael said on our first meeting, and he reminded me that while it's a great programme, it's not a cure to autism. And the minute I heard that, I thought, okay, this is a guy I can trust. So I think for Mark, from day-to-day life, since starting the ConfidentCalmKids and you know, working through the whole programme, he just seems to be happier in himself, and he has a great sense of achievement with everything he's doing. His self-confidence is certainly higher. Now, I know it's a compliment to, you know, work with school, work with home, and work with Michael, that we've all helped him to get to this point. But I think he has a better quality and understanding of his own self, and he's certainly a much happier child. So if you're thinking of trying the ConfidentCalmKids programme with Michael, I suppose the first thing I'd say is every system doesn't suit every person, but I would think it is worth a try. I'm really glad that we gave it a try. I certainly wouldn't hesitate to bring Mark back for any sessions. If I was asked directly, would I bring a family member, I would bring them. I would trust Michael, I would trust his judgment, and I think there's a realism that while not every therapy suits every person, there's a realistic, honest approach, and you know, that's really as much as I can say, that I would trust Michael and I would trust his judgment.